Okay. All right, everybody, I'm back. Okay. Top chat. Okay, I think I've got it now fixed. I'm sorry about that. Um, just waiting to see if anybody else comes on in. I think I've got the chat fixed. Where okay, yeah, I think I've got it fixed. I just said hi to myself, so I apologize. Sorry, I had to come off of it and then come right back on it. I'd like to start doing more lives. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sally. Um, we got back actually yesterday morning, and we, guys, I'm tired too. I have drove. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. I appreciate that. Um, we, oh man, I have had a long drive, and so that's the reason. The reason also too. Hi, how are you doing, Terry? I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair. The one side was spoofing out. This side. Um, I've got my hair in a ponytail, as you can see. Um, hi, how are you? Um, no, I drove. I'll tell you, it was crazy, and I had no Wi-Fi. That's the reason I haven't posted. Um, while I was on the trip, I couldn't post because every time I tried to get on there and upload a video, it was taking forever. The Wi-Fi, for some reason, just was not agreeing with my phone, and it did not want to upload anything. So I was having. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Sally. My hair is natural, completely. I'm a natural blonde. When I was baby, I was actually about a year and a half years old. I was kind of white headed. I was what they call those snow cone heads. So I was very lightheaded. So I'm actually a natural blonde. So, um, but in a, y'all have to overlook me. I am very exhausted. Uh, of course, being the only one there is to drive. Oh, thank you. Actually, here, let me show you my shirt. I just bought it yesterday. If you're an old friend of, remember Monchichi? I seen that and I'm like, I cannot resist. But um, no, we drove down there, and well, I'll tell you what started it. I thought I had a broken rib under here. Yes, I do. I love them too. I thought I had a broken rib from going to the chiropractor, and which I had a crick in the left side here of my neck. It's the reason I went to the chiropractor to begin with, and it's kind of a long story, but just woke up that way. I mean, everybody gets a crick in their neck, and so anyway, I had actually canceled our vacation and thought because I started hurting like well, like right here under my rib, just one rib, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there ain't no way I can drive to Orlando with a broken rib or cracked rib or whatever. And it just got to hurting worse and worse after I went to the chiropractor. And when they cracked my back on my rib, you heard every bone pop. And I thought he had cracked my rib and stuff. And so anyway, I had an appointment with my lung doctor. He done an X-ray, and I thought, well, I'm going to tough it out and wait and go to him since I had a re-checkup appointment anyway with my lung doctor. And so anyway, my lung doctor, when he said, well, I'm going to do an X-ray, but he said, well, he said, if it's a cracked rib, he said, of course, he'll show on the x ray, but he said it may be scar tissue where I had a collapsed lung. And I'm like, either way, there ain't no way. I don't know what to do now about vacation plans. And I don't want to go down there and be miserable. So we get down there, and that was on a Tuesday. Well, Tuesday afternoon, I decided to cancel the KOA plans and just cancel the reservation. Well, we get on there come Thursday. Well, Wednesday afternoon, I finally get a call back about my x ray, and it revealed I did not have a cracked rib. And I'm like, I started feeling a little bit better Thursday morning. And when Caleb got out of school, I'm like, son, you still want to go to Florida? And he's like, yeah. I said, then let's go. So he had a school. Um, it was kind of like trying to see to explain it. Uh, Caleb, what was the name of that flyer? Zinnia. That's right. Caleb's in his room, so I kind of had to holler at him to get his attention there. But he had a Zinnia presentation for school. So I picked him up at 3:30 in the afternoon. His presentation started at 5. And so I'm like, when I picked him up at 3:30, I said, you want to go to Florida? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, well, let's go to your presentation. And he showed me that. We got done about 6 in the afternoon. I came home packed in about an hour. And so anyway, after I packed all our stuff up, got the car loaded. Of course, Caleb helped me pack. We got Teddy in the car, and it was around 8 o'clock. We headed to my mother-in-law's, Michael's mom, which she lives in Brentwood, Tennessee. So we dropped Teddy off there, stayed to about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then headed out toward Orlando. Excuse me. And that was a very long drive. So I left at 2 a.m. from Brentwood, Tennessee, and went through Atlanta since that was the closest route. I thought, well, I'm just going to tough it and hit Atlanta. And I drove straight through, and I will never do it again, driving straight through. I will definitely, the next time I go to Orlando area, I will make it where I want to stay the night about midway or so. Um, oh, you do love them? Yeah, me too. And I will stay the night. That was such a long drive going from even Brentwood all the way to Orlando. I was exhausted by the time I got there. But I'll tell you one thing happened. We got we got at our KOA, of course, that's first destination. Um, in about, I'm gonna say an hour or so before we hit Orlando, we started running into some bad wreck type traffic, bumper to bumper. And of course, that's when you're more tired. You can't get through. And so I started running into a lot of that stuff. So about four in the afternoon, yeah, it's about four something in the afternoon, I believe. We finally got to the KOA. Caleb went, and after we got in our cabin and got the car unloaded, I was still having issues with my lungs, and I was wondering actually how I was going to do theme parks with my lung breathing situation. So we get down there, and Caleb, I took him to the playground, and which that's right next to our cabin. Hi, how are you doing? And so anyway, we get over there. He goes to the playground and plays, and I'm like, Caleb, I'm tired. Let's go ahead and lay down. As soon as I get in the cabin, I start coughing like crazy. I mean, just badly coughing, like, cough, 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 cough. And actually, after I done that, I spent probably an hour coughing. All that stuff in my chest just said it wanted to release. It just, I coughed everything. Well, anyway, after that, all of a sudden I'm like, I can breathe so much better. I'm a new person. And that's why that ain't, oh, I can't see that hand. I'm sorry. With my camera, I got twisted around where my hands was at. Maybe I need to move it a little bit this way. Oh, now I can, that's one hand. That one. Oh, okay. I got twirled over this way. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I've never done a live with this before, so I'm learning my MacBook to do live. That's where I prefer to do my lives from. Is my MacBook right here. Um, Let me know in the comments, anybody, how does it sound on my MacBook? And I'm just kind of curious myself how the sound is, how the quality is, and all that. It is good, Sheila. Thank you so much. I appreciate the feedback there to let me know. Again, this is the first live I've ever done with my MacBook. And hey, overlook the messes behind the house. I've got a clean house, y'all. Good, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, eh? And thank you, Sally. I appreciate that. Let me know how the sound is. But um, but anyway, after all that, about 2 hours after we was at the KOA, I felt so much better. I'm like, this is crazy. And I know they said that the Florida air would help my lungs, but I'm like, what? This is really crazy. It was so much better. And because when I went down there, I wasn't even sure how I was going to walk around theme parks. And I told Caleb, I said, we got season passes to Legoland already. So Legoland is paid for. Regardless, it's paid for parking since we have the season passes. And I'm going to try it. That'll be my first theme park, I'm going to try. And, with my lung infection, to see how I'm breathing and stuff, we get down there and I'm sitting there walking around the theme park before I left. Okay, it's like this, guys. Before I left, I could barely walk off this couch right here and go to my bathroom back there without just sitting there gasping, just gasping for breath. Get down there and I'm sitting there walking around theme parks. I'm like, it's just crazy. You moved to Florida 4 months ago and your breathing is better. You was living in North Carolina. Wow. See, Sheila, then exactly what I mean then. And the minute I got down there, I'm like, I feel like a completely, well, let's say not the minute. but it really 2 or 3 hours. Wow, yeah, it is. It was crazy. Yes, you do. You do. May I ask you, how many years did you live in North Carolina? Um, but like 2 or 3 hours after I got down there, my breathing completely changed. And you lived in North Carolina for 29 years. I'm so. May I ask what part of Florida you living in and what town? If it's okay to ask, if it ain't, just say you don't want to say. Either way, I'm just curious on what part of Florida. I know some parts of Florida may not help the breathing as well. Jacksonville. So you're still. What am I trying to think? If I'm not mistaken, Jacksonville, of course, I would pass it before I even got to Orlando. It's close to, trying to think of the name of that town, the oldest town in Florida. I can never think of the name of that town. I've been there. Me and Michael went. Loved it too. I didn't like the beach part of that side, but we love St. Augustine. Thank you. I can never remember St. Augustine's name, but I love the town. The history is outstanding. The winter was so much easier to breathe at St. Augustine. I agree. Well, I wasn't sure how the weather around St. Augustine would be in the wintertime, but I know Orlando in like Winter Haven and all that. Sarasota. I think the stream from Sarasota air, that direction comes towards the Winter Haven and Orlando area, if that makes sense, the air quality. Um, you're about 40 minutes from St. Augustine. You live close to a beautiful place. That if anybody has never been, St. Augustine is so full of history. I love it. Yes, Jacksonville. I remember passing by Jacksonville when we went from St. Augustine. But yeah, I get down there though, and things are so much better. And again, guys, please overlook the background. I've been putting up stuff, doing laundry. So, oh, I'm sorry about your husband passed away. My condolences to you. If you know my story, you know I definitely understand what you're going through. 60 miles south of Jacksonville. Wow. Yeah, I have I have no family in Florida or anything. All of my family's actually here. But and honestly, if I had the money, but the only thing is the money was, I mean, living in Florida is, well, just uprooting and moving would be so expensive. Oh yes, we had so much fun, and I'm so glad we got to go. The only thing is, uh, your son retired from the Navy there. Oh, that is awesome. I had family. I've got a cousin actually retired from the Navy also. Um, he he's he's been retired several years, but he lives in Virginia Beach. My cousin does. But no, after I got down there, I felt so much better. And we went to Legoland. I tried Legoland out, and again, I thought since it's basically, well, it ain't free. I mean, I bought my season passes, but we had bought them a long time ago, so we still got those. And I thought, well, let's go down there and we'll give it a try first. Get down there, and I could walk around that whole amusement park. Nothing. at all about my breathing. I told Caleb, I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy. Compared to somebody that couldn't walk from, again, my couch right here to the bathroom when I left. And then I'm up walking around a theme park and not having no kind of struggles at all. And we enjoyed Caleb. Hi, Marty. How are you? And it's a struggle trying to quit. And Lord knows I've had my relapses and stuff too. So I mean, it takes it. It's hard quitting, and but that's something I'll never even give up on. That's always something that's going to be a part of me the rest of my life is, you know, trying to quit more or less. A great book, huh? I've never used a book on anything like that. Oh no, I'm not doing any a day. Alan Carr. I'll have to check that out. I mean, it's something I don't mind to look in on. I've just never heard of it. Thank you for sharing that, Sheila. And but anyway, we get down there to Legoland, and again, I felt so much better. I felt like walking the theme park, and I'm like, this is crazy. I told Caleb, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but maybe all the theories was right that the salt air coming off the ocean, the salt in the ocean water, of course, it's not the water. I mean, it's the air, but it's salt going in the air from the ocean that's supposed to help clear out your lungs. And I firmly believe that now. It completely happened. Hey, Caleb, come here just a minute, please. Come here just a second, son. Um, but I hear Teddy coming. I don't know about Caleb. I hear Teddy's little feet going. You hear his little feet trotting in the house. But yeah, anyway, we done Legoland. Everything worked out great as far as my lungs. So after that, of course, the next day, let's see, that was we got down there Friday afternoon, Good Friday. Saturday we done Legoland. I told Caleb, I said, well, let's do SeaWorld. Let's do SeaWorld Sunday, Easter Sunday. So I just released that video. I hope y'all guys enjoyed it. Um, and the SeaWorld video, I got as much as I could. Again, it was Easter Sunday. It was kind of busy. You see Daddy just come in here. Sorry, my mouth is getting dry. I went to Starbucks earlier and got me a what? Sorry, I'm having to get used to my camera. Got me a mocha Starbucks. About done with it. I had to go get my car cleaned. Oh, Sally, you live 1.5 hours from Disney? I should have came to your house and stayed. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, I agree. You have a lot of humidity. But I will tell you, it seems more humid here right now than it did in Florida. So the humidity is a lot different. I think the humidity's higher here. Y'all have to overlook my hair. That little spot right there keeps popping up. Um, so I kind of think we're more humid here in Kentucky than it was in Florida. But anyway, we went to SeaWorld on Sunday, Easter Sunday. So I tried to do as much filming as I could. It was busy, and but we enjoyed it. We had a great time. I love dolphins. Dolphins are so cute. Um, something about them, I don't know what it is. Something about them, I love dolphins. Caleb does too. Caleb, come here just a minute. Well, I want to talk to you just a minute. Caleb's in there in his bedroom playing a game, so he come talk with his mama a minute. And but we don't ride much rides at SeaWorld, so we didn't get no rides. Hang on just a minute, I'll talk about SeaWorld in a minute. You want to wave hi to everybody? I'm on live.
Hi, everybody.
I want to talk to you just a minute, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. When we got to Florida and somebody said hi to Caleb, can you say hi? When we got to Florida, about what, 2 or 3 hours after we was there, how did my lung infection get? Your opinion.
It got better.
Well, how did it get better? Explain a little bit for everybody if you don't mind.
It got better from the ocean air.
Right, but when did it get better? Like,
It got better when we got to the KOA.
And what happened? Did I start what?
Coughing up stuff.
And then how did I do the whole time I was in Florida?
Really good.
Didn't have no problem, did I?
You didn't?
Do I have a lot of breathing problems here usually?
Yeah.
So, I mean, even getting it from a 9-year-old's opinion, y'all, the difference between the quality of Kentucky air to the Florida air. Now, come here. I ain't done with you yet. Get over here, young man. Somebody said we have a 20-year-old Caleb with a C. Caleb was Caleb with a K. Since my name began with a K, Kimberly, I wanted Caleb's name to begin with a K. So since you could do Caleb with a K, I done his with a K. And then his middle name is Michael, after his daddy. Come here, son. Oh, it's okay. But tell everybody how you enjoyed Legoland.
I enjoyed it a lot.
What's your most favorite thing about Legoland?
I'm trying to think. But I don't remember everything what I done.
Okay, what about SeaWorld? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal at SeaWorld?
The dolphin.
The dolphins? Me too. What did you like about Animal Kingdom? I ain't even got to that part yet.
I got to meet the characters from Zootopia too.
Is that your favorite Zootopia?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite movie?
Yeah.
What's the character's name on Zootopia 2? Come over here where people see
There
you.
are two main characters I got to see. They were Nick and Zooey.
Nobody can see you, honey.
But they can hear me.
Okay, well, they can hear you. All right, everybody, you got to hear from Caleb's way. All right, go play your game. I love you. So anyway, we done SeaWorld on Easter Sunday. And I decided to get out. I love Celebration Florida. I hope everybody, I got some driving videos. One was Celebration Florida. Another one was around Sarasota. I love Sarasota. And we ended up, it was warm. We'd seen everything at SeaWorld, which if you know anything about SeaWorld in Florida, they got a lot of roller coasters. And I'm scared of heights, y'all. Pet peeve about me, I released everybody. So anyway, I took we didn't do we don't again I don't do roller coasters, so I'm scared of heights. You don't want me to get up there like doing that number. I'll get on a panic attack. You'll sit there in the video. You'll be sitting there seeing me, get me down. Somebody get me down. No, it would not be good. And hey, I can laugh it off being scared of heights, but I'm very terrified of heights. It'd be like, get me down, get me down. I'm going to die up here. But anyway, so we was only there to really see the animals. We did go to Sesame Street Land and do that, which they have a lot of smaller rides. It's good for kids. Caleb enjoyed it. If you haven't watched today's video, that was SeaWorld. When I get off the live tonight, I did do a video about here in my home, a little bit of what I'm planning on doing, updates. So I am going to release that after this live is over. And I end the live and release it. I'm going to release also a video about kind of updating my yard around it and stuff like that. Kind of a mobile home life video. So y'all watch out for it. If you don't mind to watch it, give it a good thumbs up and everything. Hello, Harris Homestead. How are you? And so anyway, I want to be able to, we went, again, after we left SeaWorld, we left early, went by Celebration, Florida. Oh, I'm sorry you're scared of alligators. I don't want to run into one either. I mean, those things can run pretty fast, and they got a big mouth on them things. A lot of teeth, too. But we left there, drove by Celebration. Can't afford to live there. At least I can do is drive through there. So I've done a driving video of that I would like to release. Also, I hope that's another upcoming. I've got a bunch of upcoming Florida videos. Some driving videos, some videos I got to do in person. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sheila. Right. I agree. They are awful. And so anyway, we left their Celebration and went down there to Sarasota, drove down there, went to the beach down there. And one of the reasons I wanted to go to the beach, I didn't get to stay long, but me and Michael used to go to, we camped at Turtle Beach at Sarasota. That's along the Siesta Key Strip. If you look on the map, Turtle Beach, Siesta Key Beach is on the same strip. And me and Michael used to camp there. So going to the Siesta Key part is the open public beach. And so anyway, just trying to fix my hair, y'all. That's the reason why I wanted to be able to go there. It's a memory of my husband. So it was worth kind of going out of the way to go there. And it was a nice afternoon just to get to spend just having memories of him. And, it's like this, guys. Christmas Eve, not this last one before that. Let's see, 2025 Christmas Eve, or 2024 Christmas Eve, sorry. I never expected to lose Michael that day, that afternoon he had a cardiac arrest is what happened. He died instantly. He was standing in front of me, and then all of a sudden he went straight down right before my eyes. And I don't know, it's crazy. And he was the love of my life since I'd been a teenager. I met him when I was 12. He was 14. Of course, we puppy loved then, and dated as teenagers. But he lived in Brentwood, Tennessee, and I lived here in Kentucky. That's an over an hour and something drive from each other. And Michael grew up with money. He grew up on more of the wealthier side. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. And he grew up with money. I grew up seriously poor. Guys, I didn't even have a bathroom growing up. I mean, we in my home I grew up in, I didn't have a bathroom. Um, I only had there was one water spigot hydrant in the house, and it was cold water only. I didn't even have hot water. We had to heat our water. So, and Michael, oh, sorry, the lights kind of flashed there for a second when the air conditioner switched. It's okay. The lights ain't going off. I just want to remind Caleb it's okay if he's seen that. He gets a little with electronics.
What?
No, the lights said just the air conditioner is what it was.
Well, I didn't see it.
Okay, I just thought that maybe the reason why he's coming in here. But
I just
I was raised really poor, and Michael's family was in the music. They're in the music industry. His mom is, and his dad was in radio. Do what, son?
She retired.
Yeah, she retired now. But I'm talking about back when your daddy was a teenager, and me and him had first met. So I mean, he grew up with seriously, on the rich side with money and things like that, and lived in Brentwood. I grew up extremely poor and didn't have nothing. Like I said, I didn't even have a bathroom. So we was very opposite. And even though we had a crush on each other, I didn't think he would be that serious in me, if that made sense. I mean, I was thinking with a teenage mind. And so anyway, me and him, so to have a long distance relationship, it was hard. So we didn't end up getting married until um, I ended up marrying somebody else. He did too. And, we both had other kids. He's got one child. I've got four more kids. And then, anyway, 12 years before he died, we ended up getting married. Finally, it, was able to, and he decided to move here. He loved Kentucky. His grandma's, which is a half mile down from, find my finger here, down from where I live at. His grandma lives there, and that was his favorite place. He liked being in the country. Michael was a country guy, and so I finally got to marry the love of my life. But we was only, unfortunately, married for 12 years. But with that guy jumping on my couch back there, we was very blessed to have him. And he's so much of his daddy. And that little guy right there, I thank God for him every day. And even though, I lost the love of my life, I still got a part of him with me by having Caleb. But so that's one reason why I wanted to go to Sarasota Beach. It's kind of your happy spot to remind me of, Michael. And, I miss him. I always will miss him. I could live to be 1,000 years old. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll still always miss Michael. Michael, I planned on growing old with him. But, and, now since, I miss having an adult companion, of course, somebody to talk to is what I'm getting at. Um, an adult being around to talk to. But then again, I never want to remarry again either, because, it's like this: when you chase somebody for so many years and you have real love one time, It's something I just don't think you'll ever find again, if that makes sense. Thank you. I'm glad you understand that. I mean, it's hard to explain, but right now, I mean, even though, yeah, I do miss adult conversation, sometimes I used to, YouTube, I think, is an adult conversation for myself, adult therapy. I don't know. But I just, I don't think I can ever feel what I ever felt for Michael, for another man. And, but anyway, yeah, that's the reason I needed to go to that beach. I just needed to go sit there and just have some mental time about my husband because that was one of his favorite places. Michael loved the beach. Michael does not like Disney. Did not like Disney. We went to Disney. Caleb was kind of small. We camped at Fort Wilderness, but he was not a Disney fan. He enjoyed it, but it was not his thing. Um, he does not like theme parks or didn't like theme parks. I do. I'm more of that type of person. But Michael loved the beach. So anyway, so we drove to Sarasota. Again, that was more for my sake and memory of Michael. And Caleb got to play in the sand. Ain't that the truth? Amen on that, Sheila. Michael gave me enough love to last a lifetime too. So I completely understand. And by the way, when me and Michael went to St. Augustine, I will tell you this. I don't remember the name of the place, but on the strip of St. Augustine, there's a pizza place there. Um, and the way Michael was told to find it, Michael loved to eat. And I tell you, this had the best pizza I ever had. But you go past the first pizza place and go to the second one on the main strip there at St. Augustine. You walk down. That's the best way I can tell you how to find it. You walk right past one pizza place. They'll give you a free sample. Try the sample, but don't go eat there. Go to the one I think on the right hand side. Best pizza you ever have. And we did try it. It was seriously good pizza, y'all. But anyway, now when I left there at the beach, of course Caleb played in sand and all that, and he had a good time. We never get in the ocean water. Ocean can be hateful. Oh, get up right now and drive to that town. You are really missing. Go by some of the churches too inside. Beautiful. And they have the oldest house there. A little bit hard to find that old house, but I even got a blister on my foot trying to find that house. But the oldest house is there. Go. Just get up and go. Trust me. Well worth it. That town is beautiful. History galore. I want to go there again so bad. And that's on my bucket list to go back to do more video on actually and stuff. And so much history there. That town is just so beautiful. Um, the beach is okay there though. I mean, I'm not a big fan on that side of the ocean. I'm more the Atlantic fan. I think I'm saying it. I think I'm saying it right. Towards Mexico side. I like the more of the beaches on that side of the Florida. But anyway, we left there at Sarasota. We went to let's see. Right. Correct. Gulf side. I always forget the sides unless I'm looking at the map. And I ain't got a map in front of me. But we left there at Sarasota. And we got another video coming up when I do the Sarasota, another one of the Sarasota of, let's see, trying to think of the name. surrendered, unconditional. I believe this is where I'm saying it right. Unconditional surrender. It is a humongous statue in Sarasota. It's of a sailor kissing a nurse. They got a few different ones in the United States. I think one's in New York, and I'm going to do a full history. I'll kind of have to look it up, tell you the story, but I'll do a full history as I tell about it and stuff in the video. Oh, okay, that's funny. One of your relatives has. Um, excuse me, but this is like a gigantic statue they have in Sarasota, and so I think it's unconditional surrender. But anyway, I got a little video of that. I want to give you all a little history on that statue and tell about it and stuff. So there'll be another upcoming video I want to tell you about. I'll tell you, that statue is beautiful. And I had so much problems parking there, y'all. I finally got a parking space. I did not think I was going to get one to do that video. And I wanted to go by there. I've been to the statue. Oh, thank you. It'll be coming in a few days. So I'm going to try to release one Florida type video a day, whether it's driving through things in Florida or going somewhere in Florida. I'm going to try to do a video a day of that. And I also, again, after this live, I'm going to put on a video of just my mobile home life update. I done that earlier today. I want to go ahead and get that out there, but I apologize. I haven't been able to release 2 videos in several days. Wi-Fi, y'all guys, where I was at, I couldn't get it to work right. I uploaded one video there, and the first time I tried to upload it, it was showing 23 hours. And I'm like, I can't even stay here 23 hours without going somewhere. I mean, I just couldn't sit there letting the video upload for that long. And for some reason, uploading was not connecting. I'm going to get together with somebody I know and try to find out what do they do to get their videos to upload using Wi-Fi, because I'm missing something. And because the 20-minute video I done at the KOA, I was just kind of talking at the KOA and stuff and tried to release that video, and it took forever. So I had a lot of problems till I got back home with Wi-Fi. And so I apologize for it taking so long to release videos and stuff. It was insane. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see on my next round of trips, but we got videos to release a while, at least here. And the Wi-Fi I have at home is fiber optic. So it's just like that. There's my head. Like that, a lickety split. And so anyway, we left Sarasota, went back to the KOA. It's about a 2-hour drive, so I just done the 2-hour drive that day. Left KOA on, let's see. Oh, Monday. After that, we went to Animal Kingdom. Caleb wanted to go there, Zootopia. And his favorite thing, he loves Zootopia. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, Zootopia. Zootopia 2 just came out. But Disney World has just got, well, it's not really a ride, but it's in the Tree of Life. Caleb, what's the name of that video in Zootopia and Disney World? That video ride? Zootopia Together, I think. And Caleb got to meet the characters Nick and Judy, the fox and the rabbit. So that was one of his main things, is to meet those characters. And so anyway, we done that. And I'll tell y'all, I don't even know if I've got a good video on Animal Kingdom. Might have to do some talking about it, video with it. but it was very extremely crowded. So maybe I can put together some pictures at least or something to do some kind of video of it. Um, and I started losing battery life on my phone where I was doing the videos on and stuff. I started really losing my battery life because I was having to use it to walk around. So anyway, I don't know how that will turn out. We'll see. Then Tuesday we left, and I decided to drive down to Destin, Florida. I know, crazy, wasn't it? And so we went to Destin, and I got a lot of footage there. Y'all gonna be amazed with some Destin footage, some Destin driving too. So anyway, we drove down to Destin and spent the night there. You want to visit Disney World one day? You're in Australia, so a future holiday is on your bucket list. Definitely, you need to go to Disney World. I love Disney. I'm not gonna lie, the mouse, the mouse has took my mind. I love the mouse. I went to Panama City Beach while I was down there. I was getting. Let me tell you something I done too. It is beautiful at Destin. I agree. But we went to Destin. We stayed. I got a motel review. They'll be coming up at the motel we stayed at. Actually, I got a cheap pricing on a motel, Comfort Inn. It is actually right in downtown Destin, just like right across from the beach. But you can't really walk over to it because you have to walk across some big main highway. I wouldn't advise that. But I mean, it's so close to the beach. I only paid $127 for one night, and this is spring break, guys. Everywhere else is like 300, and the hotel was actually very nice. Oh, I want to go to Epcot so bad again too, and I know they're having the Flyer Festival right now. But Caleb wanted. I could only do financially one Disney theme park, and I had to choose one. And I wanted to take him where he wanted. He wanted Animal Kingdom because he wanted to see Nick and Judy from Zootopia. So that's where we was going to go. I'll tell you some of the wait time to meet Nick and Judy, the characters from Zootopia, was 90 minutes, by the way. It was crazy. It took us longer meeting characters than it did on most of the rides we rode. And I'll tell you, I was just worn out by just sitting in line waiting to meet characters. And again, but it was spring break. So, I mean, I kind of knew what I was getting into when I went. But anyway, what was at Destin? Um, I ended up doing, me and Michael actually one time stayed at a place called Camp Gulf, where you can actually camp in our pop up camper when we had it on the beach. That was beautiful for camping. It is more expensive, but it is beautiful. And then we also stayed at a place called Topsail Campground. So while I was down there, I did get a drive. While I'm in Destin, I got an upcoming video of Topsail Campground drive-through. They actually let me go in and drive around and stuff. And so I done a drive-through video of it that will be upcoming. And then also, let's see, at trying to remember the name of the second one. There's another campground. Without looking at it, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Let's see, Grayton. It's on the beach as well. And I got another campground drive-through tour. Of course, I've done both of these from the car because these campgrounds are huge, y'all. but they're right. Both of them are on the beach. Now, a Top Sail, what you have to do, you have to take and park, and then they have a tram to pick you up because I think it's like 0.7 miles to the beach. So it's under a mile, but almost a mile to the beach from the parking lot. So anyway, you'd have to. It's me and Michael walked it, and we stayed at Top Sail in our pop up, but it is a little long of a walk and stuff. So I advise anybody to take a tram if you ever went. But I did do the drive through of the campground. Just did not get to. I didn't get on the tram to take the beach. I just done the car drive through. Then at Grayton, I've done the car drive through, and I also got to show the beach. Grayton Beach, I tell you, when you park there, it's just steps to the ocean. I loved, honestly, when I go back to Destin, going to the beach itself, I highly recommend Grayton State Park. Because it was a $4 charge for me to go in and park the car, which I done a drive through to show the campground and everything because they have a campground. But I showed the beach as well, and you'll see that in an upcoming video as well. But I went over there and like when you park your car, they have like a wooden walkway. Once you get to the end of the wooden walkway, the beach itself isn't like a long way walk. Now you take Sarasota, Siesta Key, you've got a long walk from the start of the sand till you get to the water. There's quite a little distance. It feels like it takes forever. But they're great, and there's not a lot of beach space in between that and the water. Is kind of what I'm trying to say. So I'll tell you, I highly recommend Grayton. And when we're at Destin, Grayton is one of the places we'll go to just to go to the beach itself. But anyway, you'll see that on upcoming videos as well. The drive-through at Grayton Beach, the one at Top Sail, there'll be a drive-through. And I also done a drive-through the scenic route of Panama City Coast. It's kind of a long video, but it's a whole coast to Panama. So we did driving down there to Panama also. And then anyway, then on Wednesday I started the trek back and got back to Brentwood, and me and Caleb stayed the night. It was like 10:30 when we got back to my mother-in-law's, and of course Teddy was overwhelmed to see us, and we laid down, went to bed, and anyway, the next day, yesterday, we came home. So that was kind of our trip and everything. Is kind of telling about it and stuff. So anyway, I have been on here running my mouth for about 1 hour. And again, if you're still watching, I'm going to release a video. Yes, I'm still planning on it. The one in my bathroom, yes. I am still planning. It just, I've been so sick with my lung infection, I hadn't been able to paint. But now I'm feeling better, so we'll see how long it lasts. So I'm planning on now getting some stuff done around here as well, since I'm better with my lung infection right now. After I went to Florida, all of a sudden now I'm better. So yeah, I am planning on doing stuff like that. And more local videos around here too, is my health will hold up. But anyway, I want to release another video of just kind of tonight. Again, I done a little walkthrough, needed the yard mowed. So I done a before and a little bit after. And I kind of wanted to show y'all, I've got an idea of something I wanted to do in the backyard. I want to see what y'all think about it. And oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Sheila. I appreciate you a lot. Um, I done a little AI generated of something in the backyard just to. I want to know what y'all think about it because, well, with that you can kind of see what something looks like before you do it. I thought it looked pretty cool. It's something to do with a back porch. I mean, it's nothing I can do today because financially, I'll have to check in pricing and stuff. But anyway, watch this video and let me know what you think. At the end of the video, it's something a little AI generated about a back. Well, it's a top and back porch that would be added on for a back deck because right now I really don't have one. So anyway, if y'all don't mind to watch that video, let me know in the comments what you think. Um, I appreciate it, and that way it may be something I might do this summer. And of course, depends on how finances goes. But anyway, I wanted to give y'all a little update about around the house and stuff. So it's about a 20-something minute video about yard work, things like that, things I like to do around here in my mobile home life. So anyway, I'm glad everybody joined me tonight. Again, I don't know how all this turned out because, oh, thank you. I appreciate you looking forward to it. I don't know how this live turned out. This is the first time I ever done a live since I bought my iMac. So I hope everybody's enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed doing this live. And I'm getting ready to release this new video here in a few minutes. And as soon as this live loads, that way if anybody misses, they can still watch the live even after hours. I want it to load on here. And it's been nice chatting with you too. I appreciate it. Thank you for subbing to me. I appreciate that too. But anyway, I look forward. No, thank you. I appreciate you joining for the live, Sally. But anyway, I want to try to get this to load and then load the new video I made today, just kind of about things around here. And so anyway, I hope to catch you on the next live, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye, everybody. Oh, there's my hand. Bye, everybody, and thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. And God bless and have a great night.